Well, sorry about missing yesterday, but, you know, no internet. I also did rather poorly on part 2, which we'll talk about in a moment. Okay. Caves seem to be lava tubes. Caves seem to be lava tubes. Day 9. Make sure I'm on. Okay, I am good. Okay. Parts still volcanically active. Small hydrothermal vents release smoke into the caves that slowly settles like rain. If you can model how the smoke flows through the caves, you might be able to avoid it and it'd be that much safer. A submarine generates a height map of the floor and the nearby caves for you. Smoke flows to the lowest point of the area it's in. For example, consider this. Each number corresponds to the height of a particular location, where 9 is the highest and 0 is the lowest. First goal is to find the low points, locations that are lower than any of the adjacent locations. Most locations have 4 adjacent, up, down, left, right. Locations at the edge or corner only have 3 or 2, sure. In the above example, there are 4 low points, all highlighted. There are 4 low points, all highlighted. 2 are in the first row, and 1 is in the third row, and 1 is in the bottom row. Other locations on the height map have some lower adjacent location. The risk level of a low point is 1 plus its height. Example above, risk level 2166. Okay. Sum of the risk levels is 15. Find all the low points on your height map. What is the sum of the risk levels of all low points on your height map? Okay. So we have to read this height map. Okay, so what we really want here is kind of want, we could do this as a map, probably, a dictionary, or we can map X and Y, and then we can look for things that have lower points all around them. How big is the actual data set? That's fairly substantial. Probably still doable in a map. Could also do them as arrays. All right. Suppose arrays would be okay too. Okay, so each line we're going to select looks like we're going to select line.toChar_array. We're going to do this. From this, we're going to select int parse that. Okay. So that's going to give me, this probably needs to be a 2 array. So that's going to give me, don't know what that is. Fine. Select, array, select, 2 array. How come that doesn't, how come I'm not seeing anything there? What's going on here? Can I convert char to a read-only span of char? Who and what? Oh, yeah. We need to parse. Right? Actually, we don't need to parse. I guess int parse doesn't take chars. It only takes strings. Or read-only span of chars. Which I suppose that probably qualifies. Let's see. Yeah, it does. Okay, so this ends up being a double-sided int, right? That's probably fine. Yeah, no, that's probably fine as is. Okay. So we're looking for low points, right? So x is 0, y is 0. No, let's not do that. Let's do max x is going to be data dot count length, right? And then max y will be data sub 0 dot length, right? That should be fine. For var x equals 0, x is less than max x, double plus x. For var y equals 0, y is less than max y, double plus y. So given that we're at a point, we need to know if that point is the lowest thing around it. So left, let's see, so we'll say left will be, let's see, let's do current. So current is going to be data sub x sub y. Left is x greater than 0. It'll be data sub x minus 1 sub y, otherwise it's 10. The right will be x is less than max x minus 1. Data x plus, data x plus 1, y, otherwise 10. Top is going to be y greater than 0. Data x, y minus 1, otherwise 10. Bottom, y is less than max y minus 1 if data x, y plus 1, otherwise 10. So if current is less than left, and current is less than right, and current is less than top, and current is less than bottom, we need a running total here, right? So total plus equals current, right? Because that's what we do, is we add, the risk level is 1 plus the height. Okay. So this should return a total. Just to quickly verify things, we'll do this. Low point is current at x, y. Okay. So 1055 for 15. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's go back here now. Let's get our new data. We probably don't need that. Let's just get a number. See how bad this is. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Okay, next. Next, you need to find the largest basins so you know what areas are most important to avoid. A basin is all locations that eventually flow downward to a single low point. Therefore, every low point has a basin, although some basins are very small. Locations of height 9 do not count as being in any basin, and all of the locations will always be part of exactly one basin. Size of a basin is the number of locations within the basin, including the low point. This example above has 4 basins. Okay, so you basically just continue top right basin of size 9. So when you're at a point, you want to go count how many points around it are not 9s, and then every point that's not 9, you want to recursively count that. Find the three largest basins and multiply their sizes together. So with our original example, that should be 114. Okay, so we need to find basins. So let's do this. This can come out here. That's not going to change, right? We want this loop. And then we're going to count basin sizes. So we're going to do var basin sizes is a new list of long. And here we want to do basin sizes dot order by descending. So we want the biggest ones. We want a limit of 3. And then we want the sum. Or is it multiply? Multiply. Right. Limit 3. Multiply doesn't really work here, does it? If you're going to tell me that's not really a thing. There is a way to do that. Don't know what limit is. It's take, right? Not limit. Take 3. And then we want to, I think it's aggregate. Long, long, long. All right, and the version of aggregate we want is one with a seed. So there's the source, there's the seed, and then a function that takes the seed and the source and gives back another value. So we want aggregate 1, and then given x and y, we want to return x times y. Okay, so that's still going to give us 0. Cannot convert long to an int. A conversion cast exists. 4977. Oh, that's long, isn't it? My bad. Oh, so it gives us 1, of course, because we start with 1 and then we multiply the 3. Okay, so that's all right. So then here we want if data x, y is not equal to, let's see, let's do this. Let's say var basin size is calculate basin for x and y. What's interesting about this is we kind of, it's like I kind of want to go through and mark everybody that gets used in a basin as a 9 so they don't use them again, right? I think that's what I want to do. If basin size is not equal to null, then basin sizes add basin size. Okay, so we need to calculate basin. Calculate basin. And this is a nullable long. Actually, it doesn't have to be nullable long. You can just be a regular old long. Say if data x, y is 9, we immediately return 0, All right. And then we want to then let's see about this. If x is less than 0 or x is greater than or equal to max x, or y is less than 0 or y is greater than or equal to max y, or data xy is 9, we return 0. So then otherwise we want to do is we want to say data xy is immediately 9, and then return 1 plus calculate basin of x minus 1, comma y, plus calculate basin of x plus 1, comma y, plus calculate basin of x, comma y minus 1, plus calculate basin of x, comma y plus 1. Okay. So we mark ourselves as 9 so that we'll stop being used. Actually, let's mark ourselves as 10. That way, if I look through the data, it'll be easier for me to see which ones I've already marked. Okay. That looks like it should be it, I think. All right, so what happens here? Base size, basin size, please. Let's do a result. This little right line, found basin size, with x, y. Okay. See what happens here. So we found a 3, a 9, a 14, and a 9. 3, a 9, a 14, and a 9, which gave us 1134. All right, well, what happens if we use our bigger data set? This looks like a big, giant number. How's that? Good. All right, so let's go see how we did on the leaderboard. You can see we did pretty bad yesterday. Sorry you didn't get to see the stream because I didn't have internet. Happens. Yeah, I didn't get part 2 before I decided I needed to go to bed and kind of sleep on the problem. So my rank yesterday in part 2 was pretty bad. But my part 2 rank is pretty good today. So let's see how we do on the leaderboards. I think I'm the only one on the small one. And 3rd place again. I'm surprised yesterday I didn't fall beyond 5th because of my bad showing, but after sort of waking up and figuring out how I wanted to solve it, I saw that a lot of people, this is my work one, saw a lot of people at work were having trouble with it as well, so I guess it wasn't too bad. Didn't lose too many points. All right, well, that's it. So I guess I'll see you tomorrow.